Hi my dear students, in the previous videos we discussed problems based on the determinants. So today's class I am going to discuss some more problems based on the determinants, and these problems are very important as earlier only I told to you. So here my dear students, one problem that I wrote. So what is that problem? The problem is given to you. Show that this determinant value is equals to ABC. We should show that this determinant value is equals to ABC. Here no space, so therefore I wrote here below. This determinant is equals to this value ABC into 1 plus 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. I should show that this determinant value is equals to this much. Clear? And this question was asked in March 2019 in Karnataka State Board examinations. So in second PSC annual examinations in March 2019 this question was asked. So very important such type of questions. So now we will solve this question. So before solving, my dear students, what I told to you, whenever we are solving the questions, these type of questions, before writing in the notes or solving in the notes, first we should think. So what is LHS and what is RHS? Here the RHS is, here it is, the LHS given to you is. So next I will write here my dear students, consider, here I consider LHS. So what is LHS here? The LHS is, here it is 1 plus A, 1, 1 plus B, 1, and here it is 1 plus C. So this is the LHS part I considered. Now I will solve this determinant and I will show that this determinant is equals to this much. Clear, my dear students? So before writing this, what I told, before writing using the pen, before using pen, first you should think what is LHS given to you. Clear? And then we should think in the mind. So to prove the RHS, what are the steps I should do here, or else what are the steps required here to get RHS, that we should think. So my dear students, observe here the LHS part. So in the RHS part, ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is there. Here if you observe in the LHS part, here 1 plus A is there, 1 plus B is there, 1 plus C is there. So if I take the common from this, if from the row 1, if I take the common, so this will become 1 by A plus, here it is 1, and here this will become 1 by A and this will become 1 by A. Clear? And in the row 2, if I take the 1 by E, if I take the common B here, so what it happens, it will become 1 by B plus 1 by B. And next from the row 3, if I take the C common, means 1 by C, 1 by C, 1 by C plus 1. So therefore what I will do, from the row 1 here in this LHS part, from the row 1 I will take A common, from the row 2 I will take B common, from the row 3 I will take C common. I am taking this common because if I take the from the row 1, if I take the A as outside, then I get this type of terms, 1 by A terms I get. If I take from this row 2, if I take the B column, then this will become 1 by B form. So in this row, the elements will become in the form of 1 by B. And similarly, if I take one C common in the third row, then this will become 1 by C form. So next, if I add all those, I get this part. So therefore, it is just thinking in your mind. How to think, that I am telling to you. Clear? So first what I will do, I will solve here. So after solving, you will easily understand why I am using the operations. So my dear students, what I will do, now I will take A common from the row 1, B common from the row 2, C common from the row 3. So that is, this is equal to what I will take, my dear students, A, B, C. I am taking A common from this, B common from this, C common from this, that I wrote outside the determinant. So after writing this, here A I am taking common. So here it is, only 1 is there, means I should write 1 by A plus A is already I am taking outside, so 1 is remaining. Clear? And next here it is, only 1 is there, but I am taking here this A is common. So therefore here I should write, here it is 1 by A. And here also from the row 1, here also I am taking A common. So therefore here also I should write, here this 1 by A. So you, some of students, you may be confused how to take the common. So my dear students, I told you many times whatever you are taking common, if I taken common A from this row 1 means after multiplying A, here it is from the row 1 I am taking A common. So if you simplify this step means again you should get the previous terms you should get. So if you are getting the previous term, then whatever I am taking common, that's right, you can think like that. So here I am taking A common. So here instead of 1 I am getting 1 by A, because this A into this A got cancels and you will get 1. Here already you have 1, so you will get 1. And next plus 1 here it is. So or else I will show you. So if I take A into, if I multiply with the A, if I multiply here to this A, 1 by A plus 1 means A, take the inside bracket, A into 1 by A plus A into A. So this A got cancels, 1 plus A. So my difference A into this term I am getting the previous term. So whatever I am taking common from this, that's right. I can verify like this. So here A into 1 by A got cancels, you will get 1. So A into 1 is A. Clear? And similarly here this 1 is there, but I am taking A is common, I mean outside I am A taking. So therefore here also A into 1 by A got cancels, you will get 1. And similarly here 1 is there, so A got cancels and you will get 1. Like this you should take the common. My dear friends, this is all basic concept. In the 8th or in the high school level you studied this, how to take the common, but still I explain once here. So please try to understand such type of how to take the common, you should know. This is the basic thing. Clear? And now similarly from the row 2 my difference I am taking B common. So here this already 1 is there, but I am taking B common means I should write 1 by B. So this B got cancels, you are getting 1. It means whatever I wrote here after taking B common, that's right. And next my difference 1 plus B is there. So here 1 is there means I write here it is 1 by B plus B is common, only 1 is remaining. Clear? And next from this also I am taking B common means this I should write it as 1 by B. Clear? So my students, please remember what I am doing. From the row 1 I am taking A common, from the row 2 I am taking B common. So therefore, and next from the row 3 I am taking C common. So how will you write this one? This here 1 by C you should write, because C I am taking common. C got cancels, again you will get 1. So here also 1 is there means if I take C common means how to write? 1 by C I should write. And here this 1 is there, so that I write it as 1 by C plus here C is common, so only 1 is remaining. Clear? So therefore like this you can take the common terms. So now you can easily understand. So here very clear that here if I add additions, what should I get in the RHS? In the RHS part I should get 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. So therefore here if you take the A common from the row 1, B common from the row 2, C common from the row 3 means you will get the elements like this. So now you can observe, if you add this element, this element, this element, obviously we get, so 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C you will get. Clear? So therefore I taken here this A, B, C, A common from the row 1, B common from the row 2, C common from the row 3. Clear? So now my students, I apply the one operation. What is that? I am taking the operation here is row 1 changes to, so this row 1 changes to row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3. I mean, so this element plus this element. So row 1 is changing here. So I am taking this operation only. I am choosing this operation because if I get the elements like this, then the RHS I will be close to the RHS. So therefore I am operating this operation. Clear? So now this is equals to A, B, C as it is, and inside the bracket, my dear students, here it is R1 plus R2 plus R3. It means this element plus this element plus this element. So R1 changing here, row 1 changing here. So this is row 1, row 2, row 3. So row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3 means what it indicates? Corresponding elements of row 1, row 2, row 3 we should add. Clear? So therefore here it is 1 by A plus 1, 1 by A plus 1, and next here 1 by A plus 1 and next plus 1 by b plus 1 by c. I added all these terms, 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c. Clear? And similarly next here it is. Next row. Here also the same operation you should apply. For every row 1, each element of the row 1, you should apply this operation. So here this element corresponding to this element, this element. Corresponding elements we should add. So here it is 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 plus 1 by c. And next this element, this element, this element. So therefore here it is 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1. Yes. So like this you should write. Clear? So now my dear students, I will write the remaining elements as it is. That is 1 by b plus 1 by b, and next 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c plus 1. Clear? So now what I do, my dear students? Here also 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c is there. Here also 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c is there. Here also 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c is there. So therefore, I am from the row 1, I am taking common here this. Taking 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c common. So taking common 1 by a, taking 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by b plus 1 by c common from, you should take it from here row 1 we get. From the row 1 I am taking this. Clear? So now my dear students, this is a into b into c. Already a b c outside I took into this element. So 1 plus 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c. And now my dear students, in the row 1 what is remaining? In the row 1 here it is 1, here also 1, here also 1. Because 1 by this term I am taking outside from the row 1, and next row 2 as it is 1 by b plus 1 by b. Next here is 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c plus 1. Now my dear students, again you should observe whatever RHS is required, it's already, the terms RHS terms already here I have. Now what should I do? This determinant value I should get it as 1 because this value is already here. So I should make this value as 1. So before making that value, in the previous videos I told you that whenever you have the elements, so whenever you have the elements in the row or in the column, in any row or in any column, if you have the elements 1 1 1, in such cases I told to you that please try to make or please convert the elements of that 1 1, whichever row or column contains 1 1 1, that we should convert in terms of 0. Clear? So therefore here this 1 minus 1, this will become 0, 1 minus 1, that will become 0. So therefore here I apply the rule. So I will apply the operation C2 changes to C2 minus C1. Either you can apply C1 minus C2 or you can apply C2 minus C1. But I am applying C2 only I am changing here, C2 minus C1. This column minus this column I am doing because in this 1 minus 1 will become 0. But here 1 by b plus 1 minus 1 by b means you will get 1. 1 by b got cancels, you will get 1. Either you can do like this, or you can apply to the column 1 as column 1 minus column 2. Like that you can do, or you can do column 2 change to column 2 minus column 1. I am doing this operation because here it is easy simplification will be easily you can simplify. So therefore I am applying these operations. And similarly another operation I will apply. So that is here C3 changes to C3 minus C1. Please observe here it is C2 is changing, here I didn't use C2. So whichever early you applied the operation, that column you should not use here because already it's changing. So that you should always keep in your mind. Clear? So therefore now here A, B, C, I am writing this as it is. into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. And now my dear students, what is the operation I have? C1 as it is. Only here in this case C2 and C3 is changing. Column 2 and column 3 is changing. Column 1 will be as it is. So therefore 1 by B, 1 by C. So the column 1 will be as it is I wrote. Now changing is C2. That is column 2 is changing. How column 2 is changing? Column 2 is changing. C2 minus C1. This element minus this element. 1 minus 1 is 0. Next here it is 1 by B plus 1. This element minus of this element 1 by B. So plus 1 by B minus 1 by B got cancels. Only remaining is 1. And next this element minus this element 1 by C minus 1 by C got cancels. You will get it as 0. Clear? And next my questions. I will move to the next operation. What is that? C3 here. So how C3 is changing here? C3 is changing C3 minus C1. So therefore this column minus this column. So therefore here also 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 by B minus 1 by B is 0. Here it is 1 by C plus 1. This element minus of this element. So plus 1 by C minus 1 by C got cancels. You will get 1. So therefore, my dear students, easily you can write this determinant value is 1. This determinant value is 1. So and remaining here is ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C into 1 is equals to this only ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by C 1 by B plus 1 by C. This is because already in the previous videos I told you that if the determinant is triangular matrix, here it is lower triangular matrix. So the determinant of a triangular matrix is multiple of the, here it is the multiple of diagonal elements. So any determinant, any triangular determinant if you have, then the determinant value is multiplication of the multiple of the diagonal elements. That result I proved while discussing the properties of determinants. In that case I told you that whenever you have the determinant of triangle, whenever you have the determinant, either it may be a lower triangular or if it is a upper triangular. So generally what I call, whenever we have the triangular matrix, in that case the determinant of the triangular matrix is multiple of the diagonal elements. So 1 into 1 into 1. So therefore I wrote here it is 1. 1 into this much is equals to, again you will get the answer you will get here is 1 into anything. This much is equals to, this is A, B, C. So here it is 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. This is what your required RHS. Clear? But my dear students, this is the result. We don't have this result in our NCERT textbooks. Clear? So therefore, while solving in the board examinations, in the secondary annual examinations, you should not write like this. Direct result don't write. Clear? So here, instead of writing direct result, if you write this much, it's correct. But sometimes what happens, they may consider your answer or they may not. So therefore, that is depending upon the evaluation, whoever doing the evaluation, depending upon them. So therefore, what you should do means, in that case, use the determinant, normal determinant. How to find the normal determinant of the order 3 cross 3? That I discussed. You can use that one. That is, you should expand along the row 1. If you expand along the row 1, again, if you solve means, then also you will get 1 itself. Clear? But here instead of expanding along the row 1, here I applied the result, whatever I discussed in the earlier classes. So either you can use this result or you can, if you use this result means here you should write. Clear? So here you should write like this. Condition you should write. So which operation we use, that you should write. Clear? Or else you can expand along the Clear? If you apply the, if you solve along the row 1, then also you will get 1, or directly you can apply that result. So therefore this is what our required result. So very very important, my dear students. And please remember, this determinant is equal to this much. So this result you should keep in your mind always, because sometimes this directly they ask in your CET examinations. So therefore please remember these all results. So these results are very very important. These questions may ask in your annual examinations, or else such type of results will be applicable while solving the CET questions. So please mark these results and try to solve such type of questions. Clear? And now my dear students, I hope you understood this question, but still if you have any doubts, you can comment me. And next, another thing I will tell, here I applied the result. So what is the result? If the matrix is a triangular matrix, then the determinant of triangular matrix is multiple of the diagonal elements. That result I applied, but sometimes it's not valid. I mean, sometimes whoever doing the validation, sometimes they do not agree with your answers. So in such cases, what happens? You may lose the marks. So for that reason, what I will do, I will solve by regular method. That is, we will first, how to solve by regular method, we should change the sign. That is plus minus plus, like this. Now I am expanding along the row 1. So my dear students, either you can write like this by using result, or else I will apply by regular method. So better in your annual examinations, please try to use the regular method. So now that regular method I am going to solve now. So what is regular method? So the regular method is, whenever we have the determinant of order 3, so if you are expanding along row 1, means first you should change the sign and then you should apply the regular method. So instead of writing this, what I will do, I will erase this one and I will write here conditions. So further, the next step I will write here. So I erase this part. The question I don't erase, I erase only this part. So further I will write that one. I continue here. So expanding along row 1. So now I will expand along the row 1. Clear? So that I am writing here, it is, I will write expanding along row 1. So now I am expanding along row 1. So therefore further this is equals to ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C, and this. Now I am expanding along row 1. So plus 1 into, here it is, plus this element 1 into, leave this row and this column. So remaining you should take the determinant of this. 1 into 1 minus of 0 into 0 is 0. And next one is remaining minus 0 and anything is 0. So I am not writing that, leave that one. And here it is plus 0 and anything is also 0. So I am not using these two elements, I am solving only this one. So therefore this much I wrote. So this is equals to ABC into 1 plus 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. So 1 into 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 into anything is, this is equals to this much I got, and this is your required RHS. Like this you should solve my questions. I think here no need to explain in Kannada because already it's simple. That is just steps I am applying here, just operations I use. So I hope you understood. Still if you have any doubts, comment me, I will reply for that. So please, whenever you are solving for CET purpose, there directly you can apply the results. What is that? If the matrix is, or in the determinant, if the matrix is a triangular matrix, then the determinant value is multiple of the diagonal elements. You can use that result. But if you are writing in the board examination, means go for the regular method. That is, I am expanding along row 1. Clear? So this is as it is I wrote, and now I am applying row 1. So expanding along row 1 means I should change the sign first. plus minus plus. So plus 1 into, leave this row and this column. So it's find out the determinant of this. So 1 into 1 minus 0 1 1 minus 0 into 0 is 0. So 1 minus 0 I wrote. And next I should take this element. But here it is, being the element is 0. Here it is 0. 0 into anything is 0 itself. So therefore I don't write that one. Even here also we have 0. 0 into anything is 0. So therefore again no need to write these two elements. Clear? So therefore I didn't write this. I wrote only this one. And please, my dear students, I discussed such type of questions in the previous videos I discussed. So I am repeating. Please, while watching the videos, please you should be see the previous videos so that you can understand my videos. Clear? Yes. Next, I move to the next question. Yes, my dear students, the next question I wrote to here already. So the next question given to you is, prove that this determinant value is equals to a minus b into b minus c into c minus a into a plus b plus c. Again, this question was asked in March 2016 in our annual examinations. They asked. Clear? So that too, second previous annual examinations, Karnataka State Board examinations. In that, in the year 2016 March, they asked this question. Clear? Next, now I will solve the questions. So before solving this, again, my students, what I told to you, I told you that whenever you have the, in any row or column, if you have the elements 1 1 1, like that, if you have the elements means try to subtract and make the elements here is 0. In which row or column, if you have the elements like 1 1 1, please try to that row elements as 0, because easily if you subtract this element 1 minus 1, you will get 0, and here also 1 minus 1, you will get 0. So if any two elements of the any row or column, if you make the 0, then that if you expand through that row or column, then easily you can calculate the determinant value. For that reason, whenever we have the elements 1 1 1 in the any row or column, please try to make the elements of that row as 0. Make the maximum number of elements as 0. So now before that is the one trick I told to you. And another one is, my students, we should always keep in our mind that what is the RHS part we have. What should we prove to get the RHS part? What should we apply the operation so that we will get the RHS part? That's very, very important. So now, my dear students, you can observe here a minus b is there here. So in the RHS part, we should get a minus b. So if you subtract this row column 1 minus column 2, you will get this 1 minus 1, you will get 0. Even a minus b, you will get a minus b part. So therefore, I apply here the operation here. So before that, consider the LHS. So what is the LHS here? It is 1 1 1. The same whatever we have in the question given to you, that LHS part I am writing first. So a b c. Next a cube b cube c cube. Clear? Now to this I am applying the operation. C1 changes to, so C1 changes to C1 minus C2, because why should change the row 1, column 1, that too column 1 minus column 2, so 1 minus 1 0, this element will become 0, and this element minus this element a minus b, so that you will get a minus b outside. So therefore I am applying column 1, I will change it as column 1 minus column 2, and next another row operation I will apply. So that is column 2 changes to, this column 2 changes to column 2 minus column 3. So this column minus this column, because 1 minus 1 you will get here 0, b minus c, this element minus this element, b minus c will get, again you will be closer to the RHS part. So therefore I am applying these two operations. Clear? And please, whenever you are applying more than one operations, please keep in mind that you whether you are applying the for the same column, whether you are applying operation for the same column or not. That we should check always. Here column 1 is changing, here column 2 is changing. Clear? So here I am using my difference. You can check here it is column 1 is changing and here it is column 2 is changing. Clear? If here it is column 2 is changing, then you should not apply this operation. Clear? So now my dear students, I will write here it is first, or else if you are getting confused with this C2 means first just solve column 1. So column 1 minus column 2. So this will give you here it is column 1 is changing, column 1 minus column 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. A minus B. This element minus this element. A cube minus B cube. And next my students, here it is remaining elements I write as it is 1 B cube, 1 C cube. Next what I do? Next I apply the operation, that is column 2 changes to column 2 minus column 3. So this column minus this column, because 1 minus 1 here, this in this place you will get 0. And next this element minus this element means B minus C you will get. So therefore here it is 0, column 2 is changing, column 2 minus column 3, this element minus this element 0. And here it is column 1 first I write as it is A minus B, A cube minus B cube. And next here it is this element minus this element, column 2 is changing. So therefore 0 B minus C. Next B cube minus C cube. And next column 3 is as it is 1 C cube. Clear? So next further, so just I'll check whether it is visible to you. Yes, it's visible to you. I think it's visible to you. Next I'll write here. So my dear students, you can observe here it is, here also 0, here also 0, here 1 is there. And here A minus B, and before solving further, I apply the formula already in the previous videos, in the previous earlier classes you studied this formula A cube minus B cube. So that I will write here. So my dear students, due to the lack of space, I will write here. Mark like this. And now further. Here, this I will write it as this is equals to here 0, 0, 1 as it is. Now here it is A minus B and this A cube minus B cube. So we have the formula. Whenever we have the A cube minus B cube in this form, we have the formula. What is that? A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. We have this formula. Clear? So here we don't have space. So I will write here A cube minus B cube. We have the formula. So the formula will be like this: A minus B into here it is A square plus here it is AB plus B square. Clear? So A cube minus B cube can be written as A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. So I don't have space here, so therefore I wrote instead of writing here, I wrote here. And next one students, B minus C as it is, and again here it is the same formula I am applying. A cube minus B cube we can write like this, and B cube minus C cube also we can write like this: B minus C into here it is B minus C into B square plus BC plus C square. B square plus BC plus C square. And next the last row as it is 1 C cube. Clear? So my dear students, just here I applied the formula. We know already that formula. Clear? And now my dear students, here also in the second row we have AB, and in here we can observe here it is, in the first column we have here 0, so leave that one. Here it is A minus B is there. In the third place of the column 1, I mean here also we have A minus B, And here in the second column you can observe here it is 0, here it is b minus c, here also we have b minus c. So therefore what I will do, my dear students, from the column 1 and from the column 2 I will take the common. Here it is a minus b, I will take the common, and from this I will take the common b minus c. So now here it is taking common a minus b and b minus c from here it is column 1 and column 2 respectively. So we will take the common. From the column 1 I will take the a minus b, and from the column 2 I will take b minus c. I am taking a minus b and b minus c common because in the RHS part we should get it as a minus b into b minus c. That's why I am taking common, and that's why I applied this result. Now I think you can observe very clearly, you can observe what is that I applied this operation because here easily I get a minus b and here I get b minus c, so that I can take common. So if I take the common means this part will get a minus b into b minus c, and respectively means what it indicates, my students, a minus b from the column 1, b minus c from the column 2. So that I write here. So therefore here this is equals to a minus b, I am taking common a minus b into b minus c. And what is remaining elements here is from the column 1 I am taking a minus b. From this if you take a minus b means 0 is remaining, 0 is there, so write as it is a minus b. If you take common means what is remaining, 1 is remaining, and from this a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So a minus b already you took common, so what is remaining inside here it is a square plus ab plus b square is remaining. Clear? And next from this column 2 you are taking b minus c as common, so 0 write as it is. So b minus c if you take common means what is remaining, 1 is remaining, and here this remaining is b minus c into this means b square plus bc plus c square. B minus c already you are taking common, remaining is here b square plus bc plus c square. And next my students, column 3 is as it is 1 c cube. Clear? So just I'll check whether it is visible to you or not. Yes. So my students, I am taking here it is a minus b common, b minus c common. So what is the next here it is? Already we have this result. Already we took these two factors outside. Clear? So next we should prove that c minus a and a plus b plus c we should require. Clear? So for that my students, what I do? Just simple. Usually how to we know usually how to find the determinant of the given matrix of order 3 cross 3. So here it is already in the row 1, here also 0 is there, here also 0 is there. So it's easy to solve now. Determinant, easy to find the determinant value by regular method. So therefore I will solve this one. So before solving, what I told, we should change the sign. This is plus, this is minus, this is plus. Clear? So now apply here it is. Now 0 into anything is 0, so leave this one. 0 into anything is 0, leave this one. So plus 1 into, I leave this row and this column, and I find the determinant of this. So therefore this can be written as here a minus b into b minus c as it is. Now I will solve this determinant value. 0 into anything is 0, leave this one. 0 into anything is 0, leave. So plus 1 into here, leave the first row and third column. Now find remaining elements. Determinant we should find b square plus bc into c square into 1 is b square plus bc plus c square minus of this element into this element. So minus of 1 into this element is, what is that? A square plus ab plus b square. Clear? So now further simplify this, my dear students. Further if we simplify this, you will get a minus b into b minus c. Here 1 into anything is this much, this only will get. So I am not writing this one I don't write. So leave this one, and next remaining simplify here. So what is that? B square plus bc plus c square. Take this minus inside the bracket. So plus minus minus a square minus plus minus ab plus minus minus b square. Now here this plus b square and minus b square got cancels. Clear? And now my dear students, this is equals to a minus b into b minus c into what is required? C minus a is required. So to get the c minus a, what I will do my dear students? First I write this bc and this minus ab I write. These two I wrote, and next plus c square minus a square I will write as it is. Now from this I can take the b common. So therefore a minus b into b minus c into, from these two I am taking b common. So therefore b into c minus a. Next plus, again we can have a formula a square minus b square. We know that the formula a square minus b square is, here it is, a plus b into a minus b. C plus a into c minus a. This is the formula we have, or else I can write the formula here. This formula. What is the formula we have? The formula we have, a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. This is the formula we have. This formula I have applied here. Clear? And now my dear students, here it is a minus b into b minus c into, you can observe in this term c minus a is there here, and here also c minus a is there. So from this and from this I will take c minus a common. So what is remaining here? It is, in this term you are getting b, and plus of here you are getting c plus a. Clear? So therefore this can be written as a minus b into b minus c into c minus a into a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c. So therefore this is what your required RHS, a minus b into b minus c into c minus a into a plus b plus c. So this is your required RHS. I hope you understood. Like this you can solve. Clear? Yes, my students, I think you don't have any doubts. So please don't worry. So if you are getting confused, please don't worry. Please try to practice the questions. Then only you will come to know. Please take one rough book and take one pen and simply try yourself. And please remember, there is no rule that if I apply this operation means you should also apply the same operation. It's not the condition like that. You can apply whichever is convenient to you. Clear? So, but keep in mind that your answer should be nearer to the RHS. I mean closer to the RHS. So like that, the operation you should apply for. Clear? So I hope you don't have any doubts. And next, I'll move to the next question. Clear? So next question, I'll write my dear students. Yes, my dear students. The next question I wrote already. So what is the question? The question is here, prove that this determinant value is equals to a plus b plus c whole cube. We should prove this result. And again this question was asked in June 2016, that too in your Karnataka second PUC annual examinations. In the year 2016 this question was asked. Again my students, please try to observe the LHS part. So what is the LHS part? Here in the LHS you can observe here a minus b minus c is there, here 2b is there, here 2c is there. So I should require a plus b plus c whole cube. So if you add this a minus b minus c plus 2b plus 2c, if you add row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3, you will get a plus b plus c. So therefore you can see or you can think like that. So what is that? Here a minus c, a is there, and it is minus b, here 2b is there, here c is there, here 2c is there. So if I add these three means I will get a plus b plus c. Clear? So therefore like that you should think, and then I will apply the operation. So my students, again here it is first what I will do, I will consider the LHS part. So consider the LHS. Clear? So what is the LHS? Here the LHS is a minus b minus c, 2b 2c, and next 2a b minus c minus a b minus c minus a, 2c 2a 2b c minus a minus b. And now what is the operation I am applying here? It is row 1 changes to row 1 plus row 2 plus row 3. This plus this element 2b plus 2c, this element. And next remaining elements as it is, 2b as it is, 2c as it is. Next one is here, this element plus this element plus this element. So therefore 2a plus b minus c minus a plus 2c, this element, and remaining elements is as it is, b minus c minus a, and here is 2c. And here also this element plus this element plus this element, 2a plus 2b plus c minus a minus b, and remaining elements as it is 2b c minus a minus b. This is what your, after applying this operation, this is the values you are getting. Now you can simplify. If you simplify this, here you can observe here a is there, here no any a term, is this one. If you consider b, plus 2b minus b is plus b, 2c minus a is c. So therefore that is equals to, here it is a plus 2b minus b is plus b, plus b plus 2c minus c is plus c. Clear? And remaining elements as it is, 2b 2c. And here also plus 2a minus a is plus a, plus b, here it is only plus b is there, so a plus b, and next plus 2c minus c is again here it is plus c, and next remaining elements as it is, b minus c minus a, and next 2c is also as it is, and here also 2a minus a is plus a, 2b minus b is plus b, plus c is as it is, and remaining elements as it is. Here it is 2b, here it is c minus a minus b. Clear? So I think now you may understood. Clear? So why I am adding these three? I adding these three because I got here a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c, a plus b plus c. Now taking common a plus b plus c from row 1. From the row 1 I am taking a plus b plus c common. So therefore here a plus b plus c into, here already if I take a plus b plus c common means what is remaining? 1, and remaining 2b as it is, 2c as it is. And here also 1 b minus c minus a, 2c, and 1 here it is 2b c minus a minus b. Clear? And also my students, I told to you again what I told to you, whenever you have the 1 1 1 in any determinant, in that case we should make the operation in such a way that so elements I should get it as 0. So this element minus this element I can do, or this element minus this element I can apply. So here what I will do, my students, C2 changes to, this column 2 changes to column 2 minus column 1. I am applying that result. And next, my students, here it is, and C3 also changes to C3 minus this element minus this element, so that this place element will become 0, and 1 minus 1 is here also will get 0, here also will get 0. Then easily you can expand and you will get the remaining answer. So whenever you are having the elements 1 1 1, in such case please try to make the elements as 0 as possible as much. Please try to make that 0. Clear? And now my students, you will get a plus b plus c into c1 is as it is 1 2b 2c. c1 is as it is, but what is changing here? c2 is changing here, c2 minus c1, this element minus this element, 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, and next what is remaining? c2, this element minus this element. So here it is b, here it is, I'll solve here, b minus c minus a minus 2b. So what happens here? It is minus 2b plus 2b is minus b minus c minus a, minus b minus c minus a. So why I am taking c2 minus c1 means easily you will get minus. If you take the common means a plus b plus c, again you will get here. If you take the minus common means here this will become a plus b plus c. For that reason I am applying c2 minus c1, and 2c minus 2c is 0, and similarly c3 C3 minus C1. This element minus this element 0. 2p minus 2b, again here it is 0. And now here C minus A minus B. This element minus this 2C. So therefore here minus 2C plus 2C is minus C minus A minus B. So therefore minus C minus A minus B you will get. So that simplification I did here. Clear? So I think you may get confused, or else you can take it as rough. You can take it as rough arc. And now my dear students, I expand along the row 1 because already these elements are 0. Clear? So either you can change the sign plus minus minus plus. So either you can expand 0, or else again as I told in this class in the first problem only I told you that if this is here also 0, here also 0, here also 0, it means this is a upper triangular, lower triangular matrix. So therefore this element into this element into this element, either you can use that result or normally regular method I am going to use. So now expanding, or else I write from the blue itself because again you may confuse. So therefore expanding along row 1 I expand. So therefore here it is A plus B plus C. This is as it is. Now plus 1 into 0 and anything is 0, 0 and anything is 0. So leave this one. Only I get 1 into, leave this column and this row. So what is remaining? Minus 3, here it is minus B, minus C, minus A. Here also minus B, minus C, minus C. So I am taking minus common. So minus of A plus B plus C into, again here also my difference, minus of, here also I can take here as here A plus B plus C. So 1 into this. So this minus will get a plus. So A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C. This will become A plus B plus C whole square. So therefore this is equals to A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C whole square means A plus B plus C whole cube. This is what your required RHS. Like this you should solve my questions. I hope you understood. You don't have any doubts. If still, I hope like that. But still, if you have any doubts, you can comment me and reply for that. So this is the required answer. Please, I am repeating again and again. Please try to solve the more number of problems. Then you will only come to know which operation is applicable and which operation you should apply. Clear? I hope you understood. Still, if you have any doubts, please comment me. I reply for them. We'll continue in the next class. Bye bye.